Hey guys, welcome to week 1 and 2 postpartum. All right, so I was gonna do the first week postpartum and then, keep going each week, and then I realized how tired I am and it didn't happen. So we are just at the 2nd week mark post baby. Baby Jones was born on December 22nd at 2:32 in the afternoon, and he is just the cutest little thing. Has zero head control, so if his head flops, I apologize. Labor and delivery went pretty well. I will post my labor and delivery video and update, but I'm just not quite there yet. Like I said, it went pretty well. I did a natural labor and delivery, and I'm just really excited that I did. But at the very end, after his head had come out, we ran into a little bit of a setback. It became an emergency situation because his shoulder got stuck, and so they it all of a sudden went from having like just my doctor and nurse, and then my Jay, my husband, my mom, and my best friend Megan, to like 5, 6 nurses, like all running in. Everyone's like setting up stuff, and all of a sudden there's a woman like shoving on my stomach trying to get him out, and at that point I was already tired from pushing, and pretty much just felt done because he should have been out by that point, and it was just really tough. But he got out and he is safe. I will give more details about that in my labor delivery video. But when I go back and look at the photos and things like that we took, I'm just not quite ready to like fully talk about it. It didn't quite go as I wanted it to, and so I am just not emotionally ready to dive back into that at this point. But as far as everything else, healing down there is going really well. Definitely hurt and definitely was swollen. I had a 2nd-degree tear, which was not bad at all. I kind of knew that I would tear, but honestly, I don't even remember tearing or anything like that. There was just so much pain and pressure anyways. It wasn't like, I kind of thought that if I tore, like I would know it. I didn't. So it was all just kind of wrapped up into what everything else I was feeling. Feeling down there, again, it's gone really well. I feel like my body has done a really great job. We are at the 2nd week, and I am just using basically panty liners, if that's TMI, sorry. But bleeding and all that stuff has gone down significantly. I'm hardly swollen at all anymore, and so things are going really well. I will also make another video about how the process I kind of took to heal down there, and give you guys a little more information about that. We came home on Christmas Eve, and ever since then things have been going pretty well. He is not currently breastfeeding, which is a huge bummer for me personally. We are pumping, and so we are giving him breast milk. He is just not latching. We saw the lactation specialist once, and then we're gonna see her again in a couple days, and so he is simply just not opening his mouth and not sucking appropriately. So he doesn't have like a lip tie or tongue tie or anything like that. He's just not opening, and his tongue is not coming out and forming correctly. And so we are having to do some suck training with like a pacifier, and we have a special needs bottle that we're using. And so just kind of practicing, but at least I am able to pump. I have had plenty of milk from the beginning. It's just so crazy that first night in the hospital when the nurses were helping me hand express because he wasn't latching, and we were hand expressing, and they were like, oh, you got lots of milk. And it was just really weird to me that going from like, one day that I didn't have anything to all of a sudden I'm producing milk. It's just insane to me. But yeah, so breastfeeding's been tough. he is out. It's been really emotional and just, are we pushing something out? Oh, look at that face. He was trying to push something out. Yeah, it's been really emotional. I just had this vision that I would be, you know, he would come straight onto my chest after delivery and we would breastfeed and it'd be magical. It has not been any of that. He has latched a couple of times, but it caused my nipples to be really sore and crack, and that's not fun. And so it just hasn't been what I expected, but we're gonna keep going and see the lactation specialist, and I have good faith that he is going to latch in no time. All right, so I took a quick break because this camera battery died, and so I went ahead and charged it and took a shower. So that's why my hair looks wet. But welcome to postpartum. I have no makeup on and my hair is wet, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt that is big on me and leggings, and that's just life right now, and that's all right. The next thing that I want to talk about is emotions. I have definitely had baby blues and just kind of leftover stress from the delivery. Like I said before, it didn't quite go the way that I planned at the end of our delivery, and so that was just really tough. I have definitely cried probably about once a day. I don't think I cried today though, so that's a good step up. But I've just been trying to let the emotions go. You know, if I feel like crying, I try to just let them come and just let it out, because I know that in the end, if I try to hold it in, it's gonna make it a lot worse. And it's okay to cry, and it's okay to be upset about everything going on. And this is really tough, and it's definitely the hardest thing that I've ever done. And so just trying to let the emotions go. I could probably start crying right now. But I feel like my joy has been coming back slowly, but I feel like I'm kind of down more than up a lot of times, just with being tired and everything. But his cute little face makes things a little bit worth it. And he is actually getting hungry, so I'm gonna quickly go through the rest of these things. Like I said, being home is going pretty well. Emotions are going pretty well. I have been having a hard time. I will say that I definitely did not immediately attach to the baby. You know, I really did envision having that moment of him coming out and being put on my chest and just like falling in love. And it was not that way because it was an emergency at the very end. He got rushed to the other part of the room for like a little baby CPR, and he quickly came out of it and everything. But he got to my chest a little bit later. They had to clip the umbilical cord really quickly. Jay didn't get to do any of that, and so I feel like once he got on my chest, and then even the next 2 days in the hospital, I just didn't feel connected to him. I had so much like anxiety and stress after birth that I just didn't connect. And so I think that was really hard, and it's still hard to kind of know that he's mine, and you know, I love him, and I think the love and like maternal instincts are definitely coming stronger and stronger with every day, and falling in love with hin more every day. But I wasn't really love at first sight. I think I was just in shock and wasn't really sure what to do. When we were at the hospital, we let the baby go to the nursery throughout the night, both nights, just so that I could rest and that my anxiety and everything like that could calm down. But overall, it's going a lot better, and his little facial expressions and little gas smiles and everything like that is making things a lot easier to love him and appreciate him. And I think as just time goes on, the realization that he is truly mine will come to pass. I don't know. Lastly, I think the only other thing to note is sleep. First 2 weeks, I have always taken my sleep very seriously, and I will go to bed. Jay and I go to bed at like 9:30 and wake up around 6, like every day. And so having him and having to wake up like every 2 to 3 hours is really, really tough. And especially because I have to pump and then breastfeed, or pump and then feed him with the bottle. It just like extends the time that I am awake, and it's been really, really tough. But luckily, you know, I have great family, and Jay has been just so helpful. And so they've been allowing me to take naps throughout the day and try to sleep when baby sleeps. But you know, then again, I want to get things done and I don't want to lay in bed all day. I think that is just about it for the first 2 weeks postpartum. I am still just processing everything that's gone on and everything that's going on. He is just quite the cutie. He makes so many facial expressions, and quite a few of them are not very attractive. He definitely doesn't make the cutest faces all the time, and he has hiccups right now. But yeah, overall it's gone well. As far as weight and everything like that, I gained 30 pounds throughout pregnancy, and I don't know what I weigh now. We don't have a scale in the house, but my belly has gone down significantly, way faster than I thought it would. I'm able to wear at least leggings and stuff that I wore pre-pregnancy, and my maternity pants like that are really big on me, which is just so funny. I didn't think that I had like retained that much water in my legs as much as apparently I did. And so those are really loose and everything like that. I did come out with good stretch marks. It's, you know, stretch marks are what they are, and you know, I think he is worth it, and that's all right. You know, I see so many women that come out with no stretch marks at all. I don't understand that at all. I definitely have stretch marks on my sides and my belly. I'll do a belly shot at the end, and I'll insert some clips of my belly. I think I took pictures the day before we went into labor, so I'll show those, the before and then now. Big difference. But yeah, but that is my weeks 1 and 2 postpartum, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you will continue to follow me as he is growing up and changing every day. Thanks. Two weeks postpartum. Not too bad. You can definitely see where my belly is kind of forming back. I still have the nice dark line. I have definitely some stretch marks here, and then stretch marks in the front of my belly. He grew just so fast, and my belly throughout pregnancy was straight out. And so my belly just like from the back and the sides really hadn't changed very much, but the front of my belly. So I think just all these stretch marks around my belly button are from that. My belly button is basically back to normal. It's pretty deep and dark still. But yeah, that's 2 weeks post baby. Got my pre-pregnancy leggings, which are a little bit tight, but I just want to wear them because I can. So, and that is all I got for you guys. Thanks.